Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. We made it. 2020 is behind us. Give yourself a tap on the shoulder and a round of applause because 2020 was no joke. I don't know about you guys, but 2020 was not a joke. Anyways, I'm your girl Stacy. If you're new here, please don't be shy. Kick your feet up, get comfortable. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, thank you guys so much for always stopping by and rocking with your girl. For today's look, we will be doing a date night glam because date night glam is a thing. And number two, like any opportunity for me to get glammed, I will take it. If you would like to see how I got this look today, please keep watching. So guys, to start off today's date night glam, I will be starting off with my primer, and today I'll be using another primer other than the Smashbox that I usually use. I'll be using the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Primer. I have to do this right at the beginning because guys, you know, for the past few times I did my makeup, I surprisingly forgot to put my primer on and it's not the same. So when you do your makeup, you definitely want to put something as a base. So either a moisturizer or a primer I like to use because it just gives your makeup a finished, flawless look. So today I'll be applying that all over the face. The thing we want to do is take care of our brows. I love doing brows and I know you guys do too. So I'm just taking my spoolie and brushing all the hair in the right direction. And I will be using the pomade today. I don't know, I've been loving the pomade. I'm more of a pencil gal when it comes to my brows because again, like I said, it gives my hands a more, control. But I have been absolutely loving the pomades, and I'll be using the Juvias Place pomade today and my angled brush, and I'll be shading in my brows. Again, for our brows, we always want to chase the outer line or edges of our natural brows and just make it more natural. That way, you know, it looks more realistic and less like a tattoo. Now that I finish outlining my brows, to outline or to clean up my brows, I will be using the LA Girl Pro concealer, and this is the one that it's like a staple in my makeup bag. I will be using the Fawn shade though. It's kind of closer to my skin tone, but it's okay because I want to go more subtle today. If you want your brow bones to pop more, go with a concealer that's 2 shades lighter than your own complexion. That way it's gonna give that, you know, your bones, it's gonna make it pop more, okay? And so in order to, if I were to do that, I'll be using the pure beige, and as you can see, this is like 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, but I'll be going with the Fawn today because again, I want my brows to be more subtle and calm, okay? So I'll basically be applying that to my underbrows. And again, steady hands is key when you're doing your brows because you want them to come out perfect. Because once your brows is done, basically everything is done. So after we're all through with the brows, and you guys would let me know if you want me to go on like an in-depth video with how to do your brows. I know a lot of people usually ask that, so if you want to see that, please request it and I will deliver. The next step I definitely want to implement in this makeup look is, and this is completely optional again guys, I would use the same concealer I used to clean up my underbrows, and I would just apply it onto my lids. And the reason why I'm doing this one here again is basically when I put my shadow on, I want it to be bright. So again, it's totally optional. You don't have to do this, but I do this because again, it helps my my shadows to pop. So I'm just gonna be applying this one onto my lids. Just like so. And it basically helps to brighten up your eye as well, guys. It's pretty good. So before I apply my shadow, I will be color correcting all the dark spots on my face that I feel like needs correcting. And again, this is optional as well, but for me, it just gives a flawless finish and it looks nicer. So I'll be using the orange shade. And just right around my mouth here, I'll be applying a little bit of this one. You can also use this for any blackheads or anything like that. Oh guys, I'm so sorry guys. I think the camera was shaking. I'm so sorry. I apologize for that. But again, as I was saying, we're going to be applying that to any dark spots you have. If you have acne or anything that you want to just perfect, you apply that before you put on your foundation. I usually like to do this under my eye as well, because again, I have dark circles. You can also use your concealer as well. You don't have to use color corrector, but I like to use a color corrector because it looks better. So guys, for today's look, I want to go with something more on the neutral side, something that can go with any outfit that you have. So for this look, I'll be using the Juvias Place palette, and this one here is the Warrior 2 by Juvias. And I'll also be using the Jaclyn Hill palette. I believe this is the first palette she came up with. Guys, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I absolutely love these palettes. They're really good for natural looks. Just to start off today, I will be going in with, this one is the Yodit. I think that's how you say it. This color, and just as a transition color, I'll be using that in the crease. Just very lightly. Just like so. Again, you want to go with a light hand for the transition color. The next color I'll be going in with is this one, and this one is the Jamata. I believe I'm saying that correctly, Jamata. And I'll be putting that right under the first color. Very lightly again, to add a little bit more definition there. Just right in the crease. These colors are so pigmented. I love them. Ooh. Ooh. And when you're doing your shadow, guys, it's all about blending. That's the secret. You definitely want to blend everything as much as you can. Blend. Now I'll be doing the same thing for the look. We would not be doing a cut crease. I kind of want to do something that's more flawless and effortless, something that blends completely. So for my lid, I will be doing this kind of yellow brownish color on the lids. But just before I do that, I will be applying my Fawn by LA Girl Pro, just again so that my shadow will pop, because we won't be doing a cut crease. I'm just going to be applying this on the lid here. Obviously, the more you apply, the more your color will pop. And again, you can go lighter if you like. That's completely up to you. No right or wrong way. And you can even go lighter too. So if you want your color to pop more, you can definitely do like a paint pot, like the one that MAC has, I believe. MAC, they have a paint pot. I have it. The only thing with the paint pots is I find that they dry really quickly, so I don't really use those. I prefer to use my concealer. So, but you can definitely use that too, if you want to go lighter. I'm gonna be applying the color, and when you apply your shadow, you definitely want to wet your brush so that the color comes off more bright. Ooh, why does that look like that? It looks like it's the same color of the concealer. Huh. Anyways, you definitely want to kind of wet your brush so that the color comes off a bit more vibrant, because these colors tend to be more dull if you don't. It's just better when you wet the brush. This is me after I apply my yellow shadow, and I know it looks weird right now, but I'm going to show you a trick. If you finish your shadow and it looks like this, all you need to do is go back in with your transition color, either one of those transition color, and just go right over it like this. If you do this, it's basically going to smooth out the edges and it's going to look nicer. Just right at the top. Just like this. See that? So basically it smooths out the edges and it doesn't look so harsh now. Just like this. I'm gonna be doing this for the next eye. I wanted to show you guys this one here because if you're a beginner and you're doing your makeup, this can really discourage you. I remember when I first started, like, I would try to get my shadows to, you know, mesh together and to look perfect, and it would just not work. So this is just a little trick for y'all. And what I'm gonna do as well, I'm gonna go in with the Kafuro, this darker color, just to give my shadow some depth. Just a little bit, just right there. Just make it a little bit darker. And I'm just gonna do that for the next eye. After we're all through with the shadow, we're gonna go in with our foundation. In today's foundation, I'll be using the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. I absolutely love this foundation, guys. It's like, so I have two favorites currently. My first favorite is the Huda Beauty. It's Flawless, and this one is like an everyday makeup. That one's more for full coverage, but this one is so lightweight. Like, since I got it, I've been wearing it non-stop. Like, I would wear it to work, or if I'm just going outside, I would use it. But it's really great, and the best part of it is the applicator. It's so easy for me to like apply my makeup. It's so cool. So I'm just gonna be applying that all over the face. And to do my foundation, I like to use a brush. So today I'll be using this one by e.l.f. And this is the Ultimate Blending Brush. I know a lot of people like to use their beauty blender for their foundation, but for me, honestly, I haven't really got into it as yet. I don't know. Maybe later on, but for now, right now, I like the brush. Pretty cool. And you're just going to be applying that all over your face like so. Look at how flawless this Rare Beauty foundation is. Isn't that really nice, guys? I love it. And the best thing about it is I love that it's just so lightweight. It's amazing. So for today's concealer, for highlight, I'll be using the Juvias Place number 16. I absolutely love the consistency of this concealer. And again, there they go with the Balm applicator. So I'm going to be applying that here. Everywhere you want to highlight, you apply this. Okay, guys? You already know the gist. Beauty blender. A lot of times people use, they wet their beauty blender because apparently, you know, it helps to absorb the product better. But I do it sometimes too. It's not a norm for me though. I gotta see the difference. But you can definitely do that too. So right now I'm just blending out my concealer. This is an annoyance step. After we apply our concealer, the next thing I like to do is go ahead and start baking. So today for baking, I'm using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I love this stuff. It's like drugs. Just kidding. So everywhere we conceal, we're gonna be baking all the areas we conceal. Every area we want to glow or to be bright, we're gonna be concealing, okay? I don't like to bake too much because, I don't know, just don't like to over bake. But while we bake, I'm going to be contouring my nose. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot to tell you. So to contour today, I will be using the MAC Blunt. I've had this for years and years. I probably should get rid of it and replace it. But this is the Blunt powder. And I use this to contour because it's like the perfect shade for me. So this step is basically to make your nose look straighter than it actually is. And you just apply it to the edges of your highlight in the center. This is not the correct brush I'm using to contour, but it works for today. Just like so. You also want to go in with your contour brush. And I'll be contouring my face as well. And the point of this step is basically to make your face look slimmer. Oh, I have the wrong brush. Where is it? There we go. After we're done baking and contouring, we want to go in with our brush and just dust off all the excess powder that's there, just like so. God. This is why I don't like to bake too much, because it always comes out really bright. But that's okay. The next thing I like to do after this is I go in with my mascara, get ready for my lashes. And today for my lashes, I'm using the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal. And I'm just going to be applying that, just a thin layer on my own lashes, so that when I apply my false lashes, it'll be nice and clustered. You can also apply a little bit of this on the bottom lash as well. Oh my God. Be very careful with this step, guys. You don't want to poke yourself in the eye. The next thing, I go in with my eyeliner, and today I'll be using the L'Oreal, the Super Slim Liquid Liner. And this is my least favorite step because my hands tend to be really shaky. I'm still yet to master this step. But anyways, we're going to be applying our liner. So the next thing we want to do after we apply the liner, guys, I'm so happy I did not do this white liner on camera because the white liner has dried up. This is what I came up with. Anyways, the next thing we're going to be doing is applying our shadow on the lower line, the lower waterline. And I don't really have a liner, so I'm just using shadow because that works as well. Again, you want to be very careful with this step, guys, because you don't want to poke yourself in the eye. Just to give this, just to spruce up this waterline, I'm going to be applying the same color that I apply on my crease, just right under it. Just make it more soft. And I'll be doing the same thing to the next. I went ahead and apply my lashes off camera. The next thing we're going to be doing is applying our highlight, and today this one is the Gold Deposit Mineralized Skin Finish, and this one is by MAC. Just going to be applying this one here on the tip of my nose. And my cheekbone, just for that glow. See that? And you can put this wherever you want to glow, right? It's completely up to you guys. The next thing we'll be doing is lips, and I'll be going with the nude lip today. Where is my... So to outline my lips today, I'll be using the NYX, and I believe this is Chocolate. So this is Chocolate by NYX, and I'll be using this as a lip liner. I'll be pairing my lip liner with also a number from MAC, and this is the Jeffery Starr Nude. This is so good, such a good combo. Just like so. Pull this whole date night glam together. I'll be applying my set and mist, and this one is the Morphe Continuous Set and Mist, and I'm just gonna give that a good shake and apply it all over my face. I love this thing. This is so good. Ooh. And this basically helps your makeup to stay in place. Here's our finished look for the date night glam. How did I do, guys? If you made it this far, you're the real MVP. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you in my next video.